What's up? So I saw this tweet today, September 5th, 2024, and I got very excited. Why did I get excited? Well, I got excited because Conor McGregor made this statement, and I said to myself, if this is something he's going to do, I think that this is going to be a very big positive for this country. Now, we'll break this tweet down because that's what I like to do and what this means for this country over the course of this video. So I appreciate everybody that sticks through the video and that likes and shares and subscribes to the channel. Thank you very much. The first thing I want to say is this. Conor McGregor has a followership of 10.6 million people. Okay? So that is a huge amount of people to be following. That is far more than any of the people that are being followed here that are actually running the country right now. Allegedly, speculatively on that one, because we all know that there's foreign entities that are actually running these people. These people are basically ambassadors. They are dog's bodies for foreign entities with no face that are being told what to do and how to do it, because the things that they do are absurd and it's all about money for them. This tweet has gotten 3.7 million views, as you can see. That's something that the mainstream media can't keep up with, and it's certainly something that the politicians here in Ireland can't keep up with. They can't break these types of numbers. This is huge. 51,000 likes on this tweet. These people, whether it be Leo Varadkar, Simon Harris, Micheál Martin, Eamon Ryan, Roderick O'Gorman, or Mary Lou MacDonald, they couldn't get these types of numbers. That's just not going to happen for these people. So this is blowing them out of the water, and that's a huge positive. Moving on to my next point. Conor McGregor, why do I think he's a good choice? I think he's a good choice because he bucks the trend with all of these people. Why do I say that? Conor McGregor has retweeted, has quoted, has spoken to, has responded, has followed people on our side of the fence, in our sphere. He has been consistent and he has done it consecutively. He has also said things that are in full agreement with the people on this side of the fence, and people on this side of the fence have been in full agreement with what he has said. I know there's some naysayers out there, but pay no attention to that. I think that that's nonsense, because here's the thing. You have a guy here that's wildly unpredictable, that says it like it is a lot of the time, and he is in a stark contrast to people on the other side who are career politicians, career lawyers as far as I'm concerned, thieves as he calls them here in this tweet, and I think he sums it up perfectly. So that's your two options. You've got a guy that's wildly unpredictable, that has said and done good things, that has worn his flag, our country's flag, into battle multiple times, has spoken about his love for Ireland multiple times, that has businesses here, that has been on the receiving end of the government doing and saying silly things, has been on the receiving end of the justice system being treating him unfairly. And he's sick of all of this. And he has a bone to pick with multiple institutions here in this country. And I agree with him. I think that's a good thing. On the flip side, you have had people that have had career lawyers, have had a long time running these institutions and run these institutions into the ground and causing problems for our people. So the logical choice to me is this guy. You have a fella sitting in Oris on Uachtaráin in the president's house right now that is, to put it quite frankly, someone that talked a lot of game before he got there and then ended up doing 2 terms when he said he'd only do 1, has become fatter and fatter as the years have moved on, and has done absolutely nothing to preserve Ireland. Nothing. That's where we're at. So we need a radical change. We don't need an old boy that's coming to the end here that's just going to sign things off with a lot of question marks around him, may I add. A lot of speculative comments and allegations that have been made about him over the years. Again, allegations. But someone that has been, to my view, asleep at the wheel. Allowed the scam to go on. Signed in things like the Health Preservation Act. Like, this is where we're at right now. And a lot of people forget those things because the media will go into overdrive now about painting Conor McGregor as some sort of negative individual. I think they've been trying to keep on his good side in the last couple of months, trying to post things about his sister and our wedding and how he is and all of this sort of stuff. I think they've known that this is coming and they've been trying to maneuver that situation and not annoy him. But I think he's been annoyed for a long time, and I think that this has been coming, and that's a positive thing. So, power, money, influence. The only way you can fight fire, in my view, is with fire. So this is what we need. We need, and I've said it before, We need a John Dutton from Yellowstone. We need a money man. Because without that, we are many that are facing against a massive machine. This guy has, and we have now the opportunity to have a machine of our own. You have to look at this as it is. We are seeing people at levels like Elon Musk taking on multiple people around the world, world governments, and he's taking them on himself. And he's causing all sorts of bother with these people. Like, what type of bother do you think that this fella could cause people here in this country? The exposure that could go on. Like, he is that unpredictable, and I love that about him. That he could actually go into a meeting with these shysters and say 20 minutes after the meeting has ended, here, look, this person was doing and saying, and you'd be like, what? Do you know what I mean? Like, this is the type of thing that I would be expecting, that I would enjoy. And these are the things that I think he mentions within this tweet. So let's read it. As president, so he's announcing to me, in my view, his candidacy for that. Now, this all comes off the back of recently a massive scandal that has happened, which is €335,000 has been spent on a bike shed. It's absurd stuff. There was people that were posting now quotes from sheds, actual like galvanized steel sheds that were like 1,600. You know what I mean? Not 335,000. And you want to see the state of the thing that's outside there. Like, to me, the rain at the angle that it could come at still makes the bikes wet. So, like, it's really a moot point then, you know. They'd be complaining about it sooner rather than later, let me tell you. So, that aside, because I don't really care about these people in politics, but that's squandering of money. Now, that's not even the tip of the iceberg. They've actually announced recently that they're going to give over 700 million, close to €1 billion, to media here in this country. Media that's effectively dying and that they're keeping on life support. That's not even adding into the fact that the money that they're spending overseas, in the billions too, that they're sending over to foreign kips you've never heard of, or foreign kips you disagree with. Like, this is what we're doing here in this country, and at the same time they're telling you you're going to have to tighten the belt. At the same time telling you can't buy a house. You know what I'm saying? So, I think this guy could be a voice for the people. Because he seems to have the ear to the ground, and he seems to be surrounded with people that are just average Joe Soaps. So as president, I hold the power to summon the Dáil as well as dissolve it. Phenomenal. I love to hear that. That's exactly what should be done. He's going to do what needs to be done? No, bang, gone. That's what should be happening. Not this Owl Boys club, not this sort of, the club, as George Carlin used to call it. It's a big club and you ain't in it. No, none of that anymore. Break that monopoly. And I think that this guy could be the guy to do it. I don't see anybody else, to be quite honest with you. No other celebrity in this country with massive amounts of money is going to do this. Nor are they going to put up with the headache that this could have. Because he's going to be facing an awful lot. And that's what you've seen with people that have taken on positions that are running against the grain. They're going to take on an awful lot. So I think the support should be there. So as I said before, I'd have all the answers the people of Ireland seek from these thieves of the working man. Like, you're speaking my language right there now. I love hearing that. These disruptors of the family unit. Oh my god. Again, phenomenal time. These destructors of small businesses. And on and on and on. These charlatans in their positions of power would be summoned to answer to the people of Ireland, and I would have it done by day end. Or I would be left with no choice but to dissolve the Dáil entirely. Stop the train until the people of Ireland deserve the answers they seek. Point blank. This would be my power as president. I know very well. Ireland needs an active president employed wholly by the people of Ireland. It is me. I am the only logical choice. 2025 is upcoming. Listen, I'm going to say it to you straight right now. I'd vote for him. Because like I said earlier on, we've got a geriatric that's sitting in the Oris and out there on that hasn't done a tap for the Irish people over the years other than spout shitty poems, and has come out and has supported every leftist point of view possible with nonsensical views. So yeah, I'm all up for this. I'm 100% up for this, especially when he's calling these people into question and calling them names like this. I love it. I love the entertainment that's box office. And like I said earlier on, he's a guy with connections. Dana White thinks in a very similar vein, and of course then as well is interested in standing up for his country. So that's a good thing. There's connections, there's linkage there between people. He's also been in Hollywood recently there. He's made friends with the likes of Jake Gyllenhaal. These are all positive moves, and I think positive things that will happen for this country going forward. I know there's going to be naysayers out there, and this is where I'm going to kind of finish this because I think this is a huge positive. I know there's naysayers out there and that have the old, but, he did this, but. I don't care. I do not care. Because you have seen politicians in this country, career lawyers, have supported every act of evil that they have put on you and your family and future generations of this country and the now non-existent future generations of this country. They have celebrated every act of evil and treason possible here in this country. They have heaped upon you issues that are going to happen for generations to come. That's not talked about enough, and that's what I talk about when I talk about a media empire that has covered for these people for far too long, that hasn't been telling the truth. And that's all coming to an end. If I was Conor McGregor right now, added to this, I would probably think about setting up my own media company. What would I do? Well, here's what I do. Now, I don't know how much money you possess or anything like that, but this is advice. I don't know whether you take advice from me. I'm just some guy with a mic. But my advice would be this. Set up a media company. Probably get involved with the likes of internet if you can. Undercut, price-wise, all of them that are here in this country. A lot of people will join immediately, especially if the service is good. And run programs and have people that have been on the front line, boots on the ground, that have shown to be good people, that have reported honestly, with integrity, and that have been telling the truth here in this country for a very long time. Hire them, get them on, have them talking about what's going on. Circumvent the mainstream media, because what's going to happen is the mainstream media are going to attack them, left, right, and centre. Going to attack everybody that's around them, loved ones, whatever it might be. There's no holds barred with these people. So I'm saying, and Conor is a very prepared individual when it came to the UFC careers, I would say do the exact same when it comes to this here. Be prepared for what's going to happen, because these people are going to come after you and come after everyone that you love, because you are a threat to them. You are a threat to career lawyers. You are a threat to their hustle. You're a threat to their thievery. And I think that this is the way that this country needs to move right now. We need someone that's going to shake up the system massively. And I think this might be it. So I'm very excited about this. I'm very pleased to see this. And it's something that I will be supporting for sure. This guy as president, to me, I think would make absolute sense. I think it would be the change that we need. And I think it would be a radical change that would cause a lot of, I think, butterfly effects maybe as a result. I think this is huge. This is a massive, massive tweet. And I hope he follows through with it, because this is something I think that needs to be had. Let's see what way the regime, the machine, tried to respond to this. You know, we've seen recently that they've tried to pull out some celebrities themselves, and they've tried to go down that route. Maybe that's in anticipation for this, because I wouldn't be surprised, I really wouldn't, about them trying to wheel out some celebrity to try and combat this. I don't think Bertie Ahern is going to be enough for them. I don't think Anna Kenny's going to be enough for them. I don't think anybody that they put forward from a political point of view is going to be enough for this. They're going to have to call in someone that they're going to be able to control. That's my opinion. That's my view. It's a generally held opinion. But I think that this one puts a cat amongst the pigeons, as they say. So I'm very excited. Looking forward to 2024. It's going to be exciting. I told you it was going to be a bad year for the left, lads. It's going to continue to be so. Big shout out to all the patriots that are out there. Big shout out to the patriots that and nationalists that have been calling on McGregor to do something like this, and that have been supporting him as well, because he can't do this without support, and the support needs to be there. And you need to be loud and vocal amongst your friends group, family, whoever it might be. Tell them they should be voting for this fella. Like, the day and age of people not saying anything is over. So make it clear to people, hey, would you like someone that has been consistent in supporting the Irish people, or would you like someone that has been a career lawyer for their entire lives, hasn't done a hard day's graft ever, and is going to continue to make life worse for you and future generations? Which is it? That's as simple as that. Make sure you like the video, make sure you share it, make sure you subscribe. Drop a comment down below. What do you think about this whole situation? Would you back Conor McGregor? I hope you would, because that's what I would do, especially in the face of what we're seeing right now, which is pure and utter evil. I think this guy is a family man. He has a family. He's looking to take care of them. He's looking to take care of the people around him. And I think, as a result, is looking to take care of the Irish people, because this is what he knows, this is what he loves, and this is what he has represented for his entire career. So I'm excited about this. But let me know what you think down in the comments below, because I'm very curious to see what people think. I'm curious to see what sort of feeling is out there. I'll talk to you later. Good luck.